I want to point out I'm manually advancing the conversation during the loading screen. Okay. I mean, it's possible, I guess. This is an interesting conversation that we're having here. Everyone's becoming human. Machines are becoming human-like. Androids are human-like. Pods are human-like. Okay, you say that like you know you're going to.
Physical check complete. Memory check complete. Maintenance mode complete.
How are we even out here?
Yorha Unit 9S. Activate.
How do we even end up out here?
Good morning, 9S.
Am I...
Analysis. The enemy structural unit collapsed during battle. Unit 9S suffered damage from the fall and was placed in emergency suspend mode. Fall location was deemed too dangerous, thus said unit was transported to current location. All system checks and reactivation complete.
Operator.
Operator model 210 is deceased. Black box signal not found.
Wonderful.
Oh. Situation report.
Tower access authentication key acquired. The required number of authentication keys have been acquired. The tower is now open for investigation.
Good.
So now we just go to the end dungeon. Okay. Just gonna pretend I didn't just slaughter 210. I'm extremely unhappy about that turn of events, but let's just move on. Let's not dwell on the past. The unpleasant past.
Hello, and thank you for choosing Tower System Services. Tower Subunit Access Granted. Tower Subunit Access Granted. Tower Subunit Access Granted. Hello, and thank you for choosing Tower.
Do I have to hack each one individually? Oh, I do, okay.
Apologize for the
So why that voice? Why was that voice selected? I'm assuming like the machines picked it or something. I don't know, but why that voice? I have to kill them all, don't I? I have to kill them all, Peter. As Uncle Ben would say. Oh, I didn't know I could just go past, but oh well, I killed him anyway.
Congratulations! You've unlocked all of the sub-units. That means a special prize is waiting for you inside the tower. We look forward to serving you.
I want to just see. Oh god.
Alert. Enemy caution level rising. Cause is most likely concern over Unit 9S gaining access to tower.
Out of my way!
Get off and fuck off. I'm getting in this tower. Sorry?
They won't stop coming!
Alert. Allied signal detected.
Allies?
Distance? Or... Oh, hello, girls.
Wait, you?
Oh my god.
9S, we've been expecting you.
I was about to say, are we about to just near one
Two
again?
of us will take things from here. You need to open the door to the tower.
It's now just the opposite of near one, where they're helping me instead of trying to kill me.
Devola? Popola? What are you doing here?
Remember your promise?
What are you talking
Not to die alone?
about?
Come on, 9S. Hack in while you can.
None of this makes any
No, it doesn't.
sense!
We'll explain everything once we're
Welcome to a
inside.
Nier game. They're fucking strong too. No. No. Okay, fine. So do they have the knowledge that the other Dev and Popola had? About humans and Gestalt and all that? This is a really cool shot, by the way, how it's just zooming out and showing them fighting.
We've got this, 9S. You just focus on hacking.
They're absurdly strong. Now, it could be slightly insane. Wasn't this song in the first game? 'Cause I know we've heard it a lot in this game, but was it also in the first game? Or am I just actually insane? Which is a possibility, let's be honest. Oh, this is gonna be good.
What's this barrier?
Analysis. It is part of a closed defensive system.
Well, how do I break it down?
Hypothesis. Unit 9S could permit his self-consciousness data to lose control. The resulting energy surge has an acceptable probability of temporarily paralyzing the barrier.
That's almost as bad as not going in at all!
What happened?
It's the barrier.
Popola!
No, don't! You can't do anything! The wall's got a self-closing
Enough!
algorithm!
Devola and I, we have to atone for our sins no matter what!
But if you do that, your circuits will...
Devola! Right.
Devola!
I hope you don't regret this.
Okay, so is Devola gonna watch her sister die in her arms again? Actually, I think the last game was Popola, who watched her sister die in her arms. But we're doing that again? Just they're on our side this time instead of against us? History repeats, it seems. Yes! Why would I not? Why would I not, game? Oh god, that's why I wouldn't. Alright. A rusty wind kisses my cheeks. Buried in the sand, we press forward, one step at a time. We have nowhere else to go after all, because our models, Devola and Popola models, were defective. Record transitions in the project's initial phase. When first we woke, there were still people. They had flesh, egos, emotions, souls, and they issued us a single order. Function as observers of Project Gestalt. Yeah, just like the other Devon Pope. This is the sole mission of the twin Devola and Popola models. It is the only reason we exist at all. We were the latest model, though many companions shared our appearance. There was a spark in all of our eyes, a sense of pride at having been entrusted with humanity's future. And yes, there was anxiety as well. But we existed as a pair. We shared destinies burdened as a pair. And because of that, all hesitation was swept away. Each pair was given their own cities as observation areas. We were ordered to guide the replicants with our own hands, for all the sake of the promised time that would one day arrive. We were the only ones who could handle such a duty. We are observers, after all. Ah. Watch out. Devola staggers and fall. I can't believe that they were. I understood in the first game why they had to do this, because there was a budget issue. There was no way there was a budget problem in this game, so why did they do this again other than just wanting to? But why wouldn't... I don't... Okay. Because in the first game this was a limitation. Now they're just doing it because Nier 1 had it. Devola staggers and falls in the soft yet unforgiving sand. I hurry to her side and sigh relief when I find that she's not seriously hurt. Are you alright? Sorry sis, guess I spaced out there for a bit. She smiles, the same weary smile I know so well, as she rubs absently at her leg. It is wrapped in a white bandage. Your bandage is coming undone. Here, let me change it. It's alright, Popola. Come on. We have to go before we lose the light. We won't be going anywhere if sand gets into that thing. Now quit whining and hold still. I'll be quick. Devola grunts and turns away. I take it as consent. Soon we are resting in the shade of a nearby rock as I pull the bandage free. Artificial skin, torn and bloodied, peeks out from beneath the bandage. Judging by Devola's current lack of... I'll be honest, I'm not sure what that word means. Ambulatory, I'm not sure what that means, but okay. Amplitude control. I imagine the circuitry underneath has been damaged as well. Taking a deep breath, Oh, okay. As expected, wiring in the nerve circuitry has been damaged. Replacing it will require new connectors, as well as some tools. None of which is easy to find in a desert. Sorry about this, sis. Martyrs Devola. That weary smile again. It kills me every time. Don't you dare apologise, I respond. You've done nothing wrong. I calmly change the bandage, trying not to let my worry show. I make it as tight as possible so no sand can slip inside. It's all I can do until I get the proper materials. But that's going to be a tall order, considering our current condition. I'm sorry, sister. Okay, now you're apologising. We both apologise while insisting the other's apology isn't necessary. It's kind of funny in a way, such a trivial exchange under such circumstances. We laugh together, the sound echoing out across the desert, before being stolen by the cool evening wind. Report regarding the increase in relapses. There has to be some way to prevent relapses. Devola's sharp voice echoes through our private quarters. You must be quiet, sister. The replicants will hear. Psst. They wouldn't understand even if they did. That might be true, but regardless. Annoyed at my hesitation, Devola crosses her legs and scowls. The black scroll took another victim, she says. That's 3 this month. It's spreading way too fast. Yeah, I remember the black scroll. I remember that plot device disease that drove people insane and killed them. That was fun. Happened to Nier's wife, and happened to his daughter. Let's wait and see what happens. I'm tired of hearing you say that. Her shout makes me jump. Just a little, but enough for her to notice. Seeing that, her eyes suddenly open wide. I'm sorry, sis, it's not your fault. I shouldn't have lashed out like that. It's okay, I understand. It's all going wrong. You can feel it too, right? When I was first assigned to Project Gestalt, I was over the moon with pride. But now, my chest hurts just to think about it. If it were to fail, before we knew it, the replicants had gained a sense of self, and the black scroll started raging out of control. It moved fast, so fast, like a wind. Popola and I would go to the observation room and act like it was all okay. We'd talk to the replicants as if we didn't have a care in the world. But at night, we'd just hold each other and share the horror of it all. I'm glad you were with me, murmurs Popola. I couldn't have handled being an observer all alone. We were able to endure because we had each other, I reply softly. Did the humans see this coming? Is that why they made a twin model? Were they really so clever? Were they really so cruel? I couldn't have done this by myself. I would have descended into madness. I simply couldn't bear such a burden all alone. When I get the chance, I'm going to try contacting another city, she says. Maybe these abnormalities are a localized phenomenon. I pray that's the case, I reply. Even if we're of no use to ourselves, things will still work out if the other observers can pull through. Don't worry. It's going to be okay. But it wasn't okay. Nothing was okay. All thanks to a pair of Devola and Popola models from another town. And that's Nier 1. The wind rubs my cheeks, the sand grazes my skin. It's growing cold out here. We walk with renewed purpose, hoping to make up for lost time. Devola loses her balance every now and then. It gets bad after a while. I slip myself under her arm so she won't fall again, and we press on. Is your leg alright? Well, I doubt I'll be dancing it anytime soon, but yeah, it's fine. She smiles as she says this, but I can tell she doesn't have much left. And yet, she continues to smile, also I won't worry. I remember when our resistance allies injured her leg. I was furious, beyond fury. I wanted to scream and cry and lose myself in it. But then she smiled, and all of that rage just drifted away. To think, we have the same face, yet such different smiles. One day, I realised how she reminded me of the martyrs I've seen in old records. That was the day we decided to leave our town forever. Record of Project Gestalt's end. Our role as observers ended on the day Project Gestalt collapsed. All due to the actions of Devola and Popola models from another town. With the original Gestalt lost, humanity was doomed to the inevitable extinction. Knowing this, we gathered what remaining replicant data we could find and launched it to the surface of the moon. And through success, or although success wasn't unlikely as finding a lost sand grain in the desert, we still had to attempt it. We still had to try. We were androids, you see. Protecting humanity was our instinct. Other androids, beholden to that same instinct, began to direct their hate at the Devola and Popola models, who'd snuffed out humanity. It started small, a few offhand remarks, occasional glances, but even the smallest things have weight, and with enough of them, or enough of them combined, the weight eventually becomes a boulder. Emotions bowled over, remarks became jeers, and soon enough, my sister and I were the perfect target for persecution. At first, we simply accepted the fact that our friends turned on us. It was almost unavoidable, I suppose. We were observers for Project Gestalt, after all. And while we didn't cause it to fail, the people who did, well, they looked just like us, only about 7 years older. Like you girls look like you're about 16, 17. Nier 1 Dev and Pope looked like they were mid-20s, I'd say. So we accepted it. We took the resentment and scorn. We endured. Because as crazy as it sounds, I think we actually felt responsible. We moved from town to town in an effort to avoid persecution. But in one such town, my seemingly infinite patience finally broke. My sister, Devola, met with unprovoked violence at the hands of a resistance member. She said something in response to his taunts, something quiet. And though her words were ambiguous, he slashed her leg nearly in two. My vision narrowed, everything went red, and then she smiled at me. It's okay, sis. There's nothing we can do. but it was too late. My emotions were no longer in my control. I'm simply not strong enough to stand aside and let the most important person in the world come to harm. Devola and I left town the same day. Violence like that wouldn't stop. It was going to happen again. And it would be coming from just one person. Well, it wouldn't be coming from just one person. So rather than let them kill us, we ran. I guess it was the greatest resistance I could muster. We lose the sun as dark clouds gather overhead. We continue our march. A cold wind blasts us, stealing what little body heat we have left. I smell rain in the air. We continue our march. Sometimes we hear animals howling in the night or in the distance. Okay, I tried to guess where that sentence was going and I was wrong. It makes us flinch every time. But we continue our march. Because even this is better than suffering at the hands of our fellow androids. Why must we suffer this I keep saying persecution. I know we're the same model as the androids who doomed humanity, so I understand that part, at least a little anyway. But at the same time, we're not them. We're not the same. We are who we are, and that Devola and Popola are who they were. That's how I felt when I saw Devola being hurt. I wanted to shout. I wanted to shout at everyone. I wanted to scream. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one Devola, and for her, there's only me. No one can take the other's place. Rain falls from the sky. It stimulates our sensation nerves like cold needles. We need maintenance badly, but that's a pipe dream, I suppose. No android would dare help a pair of outcasts like us. Are you cold, Devola? I'm alright as long as you're with me, sis. I feel the same. We press our bodies together to try and retain heat. It's cold now, much worse than the searing heat of midday. But we just smile at each other and keep pressing on. There's another camp on the other side of the desert. A new camp. If we can just get there, I can fix Devola's leg. And yet, I wonder if there's anywhere on this planet that will take us. Hey, what's wrong? It's nothing. Don't worry about it. I do what I can to suppress the anxiety in my chest and keep walking. The rain grows worse. It lashes at us without pause. Is this our punishment? I reach out and touch her cheek, I guess. The rain flows down her cheeks like tears. I reach over and gently wipe it away. She smiles, but seems surprised. There's no point in doing that, you know, she whispers. But there is. Because I swore to myself that I would stay with her forever. For that is the fate we twin androids have been assigned. The failure to manage the area resulted in the collapse of the Gestalt system, which led to the decimation of the human race. Due to the discovery of its instability, the twin system was removed from future android production designs. Following the incident, the Devola and Popola models were not dismantled. However, in order to prevent further unexpected behavior, they underwent a memory wipe. Furthermore, they were reprogrammed to generate constant feelings of guilt. Oh, that's fucking... Why? Wow. Wow, okay, you guys are assholes. Actually...
That is all that remains from their personal record during the era in which they were referred to as administrators.
I see.
Query: why do the androids Devola and Popola seem to prefer death over surviving alone? There was a very high probability that at least one could have escaped.
I hope you never have to understand.
Affirmative.
That is some next level bullshit, I'm sorry.